Hello. Let's get into it on this fine day. Um, Come on in here because I want y'all to drop the secret emoji in the chat. Drop the secret emoji because I gotta tell y'all a secret. Drop the secret emoji in the chat because I got to tell y'all a secret. Drop the secret emoji. Thank you, Kira girl. I love your life too, girl. Come visit me in Senegal. Y'all come on in here and drop the secret emoji. I don't know, is it a secret or it's like the whatever? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Come on in here because I gotta tell y'all a secret that I feel like people don't want to talk about as business owners, there's always like, oh, keeping up a little front. But I'm like, no, one thing we're not going to do is front, especially not me. I like that song, Fronting by Pharrell, but I don't front with y'all when it comes to the real behind business, okay? So one of the secrets I need to make sure you guys understand is that 93% of the time, we don't know what the F we doing as business owners. 93%. And here's why I tell you this, because I want this to free you. I want this to free you from making you think that you need to know it all, have it all, be it all, have all the answers, have all the time, have all the experience in order to start this business. 93.7% of the time, we're figuring it out as we go. 93, probably even a strong 95% of the time, we have more courage than we have knowledge. I want y'all to comment the word courage in the chat, because what I don't want you thinking is that you're not already qualified to start your business, or that you're not already ready to start your business. You're ready. It's not that you need more knowledge. You just need a little more courage. When I started this business back in 2020 with my stimulus check, I had no idea what I was doing. There are days even now where I'm figuring out new things, but all that takes is courage and bravery. Because here's what I want you to realize. There are people out there with half your talent, half your natural skill, half of your beauty, half of all of those things, who are 10 steps further along the process, not because they know more, but because they have more courage. Because they decided, you know what? I'm going to just start. I'm going to just figure it out. Yes, come on in here. I'm going to just go for it. I'm just going to go for it and figure it out along the way. Let me tell you guys something. I figured out my way to $1 million. I figured it out. I stumbled and rolled over and bruised up my knees and posted crazy content and figured out what works. I stumbled my way to $1 million. So if I can, why not you? And this is why I'm like, when I see this entrepreneur community online and other business owners like myself who give this appearance that they're perfect, right? Or that they know all the things, I don't like that. Because what I want you to understand is you are qualified where you are right now. If I would have believed that being at my mom's house when I started my business in 2020 made me not good enough, if I would have believed that not having a business degree made me not good enough, if I would have believed that not having 10,000 followers already made me not good enough, if I would have believed that not having the right clothes or the right background or the right bag, whatever, if I would have believed that all those things made me not good enough or not qualified enough to start my business, I wouldn't be here right now. But I decided that, you know what? God has already positioned me with enough that I need to go ahead and make this happen. So, what I need you to know today is as well, God has already positioned you with enough that you need to make it happen. Because what do we already know? Right? What do we already know about God and about life in general? When you go forward, right, and you make mistakes, that ends up teaching you what not to do. All of us are a product of that. When we had to finally learn how to walk, how to read, how to do algebra, who likes algebra, but we learned how to do it, how to do science, all these things. When we had to learn how to do those things, we made mistakes until we got better at them. Your first job, you had to learn how to do things. You made mistakes until you got better at it. So why do you think that this business, you're not going to do the same thing? Don't count yourself out before you have the courage to put yourself in the game. Comment, get in the game in the chat. Comment, get in the game in the chat. And this is why, y'all, hey, y'all, this is why I tell you guys, whenever you're having a moment where you feel discouraged, you're feeling like I can't do this, go to my Instagram page, scroll all the way back. When you have a little time on your hands, a little cool little 15, 20 minutes, go to my Instagram page, scroll all the way back to June 2020. Scroll all the way back. And I want you to see how I began. Whenever you start thinking you're not qualified, whenever you start thinking it's not good enough, whenever you start thinking you're not ready, whenever you start feeling insecure, whenever you start saying, well, I don't have the right lighting, I don't have the right background, my content is not this, my content, go to my Instagram page and scroll back 3.5 years to the first few posts. Go to my post from April of 2021. I started in June, July 2020. I hit my first $1 million by April of 2021. Go look at my posts from April of 2021 and tell yourself, wow, if Ellie can figure her way out to $1 million, so can I. If Ellie wasn't using a $10,000 camera, I was still living at my mom's house when I hit that first $1 million, y'all. And you'll see that when you scroll back to my posts. That's why I don't delete any of my posts. You'll see that I was still there even when that $1 million hit my account. Because I didn't know where to go yet. And I was like, you know what? Let me just stay at my mom's house because I don't want to mess up this money. I don't want to do the wrong thing. So let me just free you right now. Today, I truly want to free you from making you think that you are not ready. Because you being ready has nothing to do with all the stuff around you. You being ready, yes, you being ready has to do with what God has already put in here. You being ready has to do with that. Oh, here we go. It's not that you need more knowledge. It's not that you need more time. It's not that you need more experience. It's not that you need another, what y'all stay getting a journal. Y'all stay writing a new to-do list. Y'all stay talking about, okay, you know what? Next month, May 1st, I'm going in. June 1st, we vibing. No, you don't need another first of the month. You don't need another Q3. You don't need another new year, new me. You don't need another journal. You don't need it. You don't need another conference, even though I do love conferences. You don't need another YouTube video. Amanda, like, girl, you don't need it. love conferences. I love investing in myself, knowledge. You know, those things are great, but you don't need another one to get started. You done got about 5011 journals in your drawer. You got about 5011 to-do lists. You've manifested 1,000 trillion times. You've watched 1,000 YouTube videos. It's time to start. It's time to say, you know what? It's not about knowledge anymore. It's just about courage. Drop courage again in the chat. Just let's go ahead and drop that word again in the chat, because that is what we are asking God for. You know, when you guys are putting prayers over your business, which you should every single day, pray over your life, pray over your business that you are working on. And what I want you to be asking God is not necessarily for God to grow your business and give you more sales and customers, but you've got to be praying to God and asking God, God, give me the courage to go out and do what you have tasked me to do. Give me the courage to represent my business. Give me the courage to talk about my business. Give me the courage to show up, even though there's only 500 people on my page, 10,000 people on my page. Give me the courage to do what I need to do to earn these customers. And when you see that I am using the courage required, I pray that you bless me with the customers I deserve. That's a prayer. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes we're automatically praying and asking God to give us the outcome, but you also need to be asking God to give you the ability to take part in the process. The process is doing the work. The process is showing up when it doesn't look that good. The process is going hard as if you have 100,000 followers, even if you only have 1,000. God, give me the courage to go after this business that you've placed on my heart. And once you see that I am courageous, return that with customers. Give me the customers I deserve once you see I have shown enough courage to earn them. Because when we pray from a place like that, now we're not just, asking God, gimme, 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 right? We're asking God, help me to earn it. Help me to earn it. Because something that you earn cannot be taken away. But something that is given to you, right? Something that you just ask for doesn't have the same weight as something that you earn. And this is how, when you go in the process, you will gain more, right? Because I know what it feels like to start at my mom's house with nothing, a $1,200 stimulus check, no followers, no cute background, just going out there doing what I need to do. One thing I know for a fact is that if ever I have to start from ground zero again, I know I can do it. Because if I can stir up the courage one time, I can stir up the courage again. And I always used to watch documentaries and read articles about entrepreneurs who, had it all and then lost it all, right? And then they got it back. So many great business owners were wealthy, lost everything, God forbid, right? Because we don't want to lose everything, but they were wealthy, made some mistakes, lost everything, but yet somehow rebuilt everything. Look at Mark Cuban, for example. If y'all haven't read a little bit of Mark Cuban's story, he was a great, business owner, super successful, then went dead broke, and now he's a billionaire, like literally built back up. And what I realize is a common thread in all of those things is once you get it out the mud once you, build up that courage to build yourself up, despite what your surroundings look like, once you do that one time, nobody can ever take that away from you. Because at that point, you have discovered that the validation is within you, not outside of you. So when Mark Cuban had it all, lost it all, and now has it again, at that moment when he lost it all, it wasn't that he started to doubt who he is as a person because of the fact that he didn't have all those material things. He recognized, oh, okay, I'm just going to have to dig into who I am already, the qualifications I have inside me already, and build it back up. And build it back up. And that's what you are going to do. You know, I want you to realize that sometimes when we see this entrepreneur space, you know, we're scrolling on social media, and I completely understand how y'all are feeling because it seems like everybody got money. You know, and listen, let's just have a real conversation, because how is everybody on a trip to Turks and Caicos? What? How you get money? What? I mean, and I'm being real, y'all. And y'all, if y'all are picking up what I put it down, comment I agree in the chat. But sometimes I be scrolling on social media, I'm like, everybody's in Dubai. Everybody got a new Chanel bag. Where all this money come from? Because everybody been to the Maldives. I haven't even gone to the Maldives yet. I just be like, who, you in Turks and Caicos too? Who? It just feels like we're in this time, this world, where everybody has money. And so I understand how y'all can feel like you sometimes feel as if you've been left behind, right? It can feel like, dang, it seems like everyone somehow is achieving these goals, and I'm still trying to, you know, get my business to a consistent place, right? But what I want to remind you is, number one, not everything is as it seems on social media. Okay, not everything is as it seems on social media. And I also want to remind you that, again, something that is given or something that someone gains quickly, right, doesn't mean that it's gonna last. And that's not shade. That's not shade. But you have to have discernment and know, oh, okay, I'm seeing this all happening. Interesting. Just because we see people getting fast money doesn't mean that they're getting long money. And I don't know about y'all, but we want long money. Comment long money in the chat if you want long money. When I'm praying to God, I don't want you to just give me a quick 50,000 one time. God, I would really love if you increase my portion forever. God, I would really love if my income goes up every single year. God, I would really love if you make sure this wealth stays in my family for a long time. So I want you to know, sometimes it's discouraging, right? We see everybody in Turks and Caicos. Everybody got a new Chanel. Everybody's in Dubai, honey. Everybody's on vacation. What is going on? Is anybody having a job? What is going on? But I want you to come back, right? Come back to center and say, all those things may be happening, but my prayer is still, I want to have long money. I want to have long success. And even if it means it takes me a little longer to get to Dubai, even if it means it takes me a little longer to get to the Maldives, at least I know when I'm there, I can afford to stay there or go there 10 times a year with no problem. Because I don't have fast money, I have long money. Exactly. I'm going there not off of maxing out a credit card. I'm going there because I can really afford it. I'm going here buying the Chanel, not because I'm going into debt, but because this is just extra money. That's where I want you to bring it back to. It's, you know, it's true. Sometimes it's just too much. We see all this happening and it's like, what's going on? But come back and realize that everything you see is not what it seems. And you are always asking God to increase your portion for a long time, not for a short window. I don't want to go to the Maldives once and never be able to go again for 10 years, right? You don't want to get the Chanel bag once and all of a sudden that's the only one you have. If we're going to get ourselves to wealth, if we're going to ask God for wealth, for success, for growth in our business, God, let me keep it. Let me get the bag and let me keep it. God, I don't want to just get the bag one time. God, let me get the bag and let me keep it and let me grow it. Let me increase it. You see what I'm saying? That was a little bit of a rhyme right there. What did I say? Let me get the bag. Let me keep it. Let me grow it. Let me increase it. Hold on. Wait a minute. We need a little beat. Let me get the bag. Let me keep it. Let me grow it. Let me increase it. No, because this is a spoken word poem. I need to go ahead and just drop a song. I think that would go viral. We just need a little hook. I don't know, y'all. I got to think about it. I need to put a little beat on the back of that. But yeah, we're going to say it one more time. Let me get the bag. Let me keep it. Let me grow it. Let me increase it. Okay? We be vibing. Cause if it's not that, I don't want it. I don't want it. And I want you guys to understand that when you get to a place where your bills are on auto pay, you know, you are not worried about money, that is where you want to stay. And going back to what I said, you're already qualified to put yourself in that position. All you got to do is tap into a little bit of courage. Don't worry about how it looks. Don't worry about what you think people are thinking about you. Because one thing about God is, yes, girl, you better write that. That's our new affirmation. God, let me get the bag. Let me keep it. Let me grow it. Let me increase it. Okay? Yes. One thing y'all have to know about God is when that, idea is planted, when you have that passion on your heart, you have these things you want to do, God is going to make sure you have the customers. I have coached people who have 4,000 followers and are making close to $500,000 a year. And that's with 4,000 followers. So I need you to know that don't worry about the vanity metrics, right? Don't worry about it, how many people it appears are following you or liking you. When you follow what God has put on your heart, He is going to make sure that those customers come. He is going to make sure that the right people show up. All you have to do is ensure that you are providing a great quality, that you're being honest, that you're operating your business with godly principles. Let's talk about that, right? I'm not telling you guys to just jump out there with courage and be acting up. Because we know there are some people on this online world and business who just say, oh yeah, I don't need experience. I'm going to just go start. But they are not operating with godly principles. So we're going to make sure we have courage, but we're also going to operate with godly principles. Start your business on that foundation. God is going to make sure that you have the customers. It's going to happen. Don't even worry about that. The main thing you have to do is decide, let me open the door and let me start. Let me get out my own way and let me start. Let me stop making excuses thinking I don't already have what I need and let me start. I've probably shared this analogy with you guys maybe, a couple months ago in another live, but it's one of my favorites, and it is, we are often asking and praying to God to bless us with a cake, right? We're like, we want this cake, we want this beautiful chocolate, decadent, whatever. And the cake is a metaphor for a blessed life, for wealth, for success. We're asking God to bless us with this cake. But our mistake is that we're not looking at the fact that God has already given you the flour, the vanilla, the sugar, the cream, the chocolate, the sprinkles, the baking powder, the oven, the pan, and the mixing bowl. God has already given you all the tools, the ingredients, the spoon, everything that you need to make the cake, because that's how God works. God is not going to just drop the cake at your front door, right? That's rarely what happens. What God is going to do is give you all the tools and ingredients in different ways in your life to see, are you paying attention to his works? Are you paying attention to what he's already blessed you with? Sometimes we're asking for this blessing to be, wrapped up in this beautiful package. But God is saying, are you paying attention to the blessings I've already given you? Are you paying attention to the fact that you've had the flour in your kitchen for the last 6 months? Are you paying attention to the fact that you've had the cream, the sugar, and the vanilla since 2023? Are you paying attention to the fact that your oven has been working for all these years and you've never once tried to make the cake on your own? A lot of y'all, me too, been sitting on these ingredients for a very long time. And we're still asking God, where is it? God, I've been asking you for this cake. Where is the cake? And God is looking back at you like, my child. This one right here is special. Because, I love her. But this one right here is special. A different kind of hard-headed. Because I done gave this girl all the things. And she's still here every night at 8 o'clock asking me, God, when you gonna bless me with this cake? I know that's how God be looking at me sometimes. And that's why when I pray to him, I say, God, I know I probably already asked you this, but can you make it a little more clear? God, I know I probably already asked you for the answer to this question, but can you just give me one more sign? Because I was a little confused last time. So I just need you to just make it a little more clear. And I promise I'm going to get it next time. Girl, I know. That's me. I know. I'd be like, just be patient with me. But this time, I promise I'm going to see the sign. So listen, y'all. I encourage you, go ahead and take inventory of the blessings God has already given to you. Make a list. Take inventory of the blessings and the qualifications God has already given to you, because I can almost guarantee, because we got the same God, I can almost guarantee that God has already given you the tools you need to make that cake. When I started this business in 2020 with that $1,200 stimulus check, I was thinking I needed more to make the cake. But when I hit that first $1 million, I realized God had already given me everything I needed to make my cake. And once I realized that, I'm like, wow, I can make as many cakes as I want to make in life because God has already given me the tools. That's what I want you to understand. God doesn't leave you stranded. God has already given you what you need to go and create exactly the life that you want and desire. Most of the time, God is waiting for you to put the plan into action so that he can bring blessings to you that start to make your works a little bit easier. That's the thing. We're often thinking and waiting for some magical miracle to happen and for us to change into this other version of ourselves that can have this, fantastic life. But you're already that version. I want you guys to comment in the chat, I am already her. And for my fellas, comment, I am already him. Okay? For my ladies, comment, I am already her. You are already that highest version of yourself. You're already the woman who's at the Maldives, every 3 months. You're already the woman buying all the real estate and all the Chanel bags that you could dream of. You're already her. The only thing is that you haven't stepped into it yet because you keep thinking that she's a different person, when in reality, she's just you with more courage. She's just you who decided to start. She's just you who decided, you know what? This is the last day of me overlooking my own talents. This is the last day of me waiting for someone else's permission. You know, this is the last day. This version of me was always there. Certain things just had to happen and align for her to come out. This is why I love when people say, you know, it's like, it's low-key rude, but it's funny. You know, no one is ugly. You're just broke. You know, no one is ugly. No one is unattractive. A lot of the time, you just don't have the means to bring about that version of you that is inside. And that's a fact, because you're never unattractive, undeserving, or unqualified. Whatever version you are experiencing in this moment simply hasn't stepped into the courage to bring about the means that can help you to get the outfit, or help you to clear up your skin, or help you to get the gym membership, or help you to go do your hair. You see what I'm saying? You are always that super attractive man, super beautiful woman, handsome, all the things. You're already that. You just haven't stepped into it yet. You haven't taken out your courage to say, let me go start crafting her. Let me go start crafting him and start making this money so I can make all those things possible. Are y'all seeing what I'm saying? So this is the ultimate secret that I feel like, you know, we don't see being talked enough about online or when we talk about entrepreneurship. You are not going to know what you're doing 93% of the time. And that is okay, because it doesn't mean you're going to fail. Actually, when you start without knowing it all, and then you start to realize what doesn't work, you accelerate your success, because now you have a very clear view of what does work. And the sooner you can start to see what does work, now you can start to get results. Now you can figure out, oh, okay, so let me just do more of that. You will absolutely figure your way out to your first 6 figures. You will figure your way out to your first 7 figures, and you will figure your way out to your first 8 figures. And the reason why you will stay there is because once you figure your way out to your first million, now you know how to do it. Now you know how to do it. So this is why, again, when I study entrepreneurs who rise, fall, and rise again, I'm not surprised. Because once you know how to figure your way out to $100,000, if you had to do it again, you would do it again. You in your own life have already figured your way out to getting that bill paid. You in your own life have already figured your way out. If you need a quick $1,000, you figured out how to do it, right? So you can absolutely figure your way out to 10,000, to 100,000, to $1 million, right? But sometimes we are so stuck in our survival mode, and you don't look at the fact that you have always been resourceful enough to still make it work. You don't see that as a skill set. You just think you're doing what you're supposed to do. But the fact that you are still here, that you have always figured out what you need to do to make it work, shows that you already have the skills necessary to go and do that as a business owner. Stop playing yourself so small. The fact that you are still here, figuring it out, bills paid, trying to start this business, food on the table, and it's been 30, 40, 50 years, however old you are right now, you've got some skills. The fact that you are still here doing it, you haven't decided to give up. You haven't decided to just throw in the towel and start a OnlyFans account. No shade to the OnlyFans ladies, but you said to yourself, I'ma still keep trying to do the right way. You haven't decided to just throw in the towel and go to the strip club. You haven't decided to just leave your principles behind and just do whatever it takes. You have still survived and thrived by being a good person. You haven't stole no money, hopefully, probably. You haven't gone to jail for no armed robbery. Because, I know we've all thought about robbing a bank a couple times. Because, when we saw Set It Off, I definitely text my homegirls like, listen, I know the ending of that movie was rough, but I think we could try our own strategy. I definitely text my college best friends like, girl, I don't know about y'all, but I think we could do it. Okay? So the fact that you have not resorted to robbing a bank, you have, kept your clothes on your body, you didn't decide to go just do anything and whatever. You got to praise yourself for that. That means that you already have the foundation to go and make this happen. You really do. Because if you've kept those principles in your daily life, that means you're going to keep those principles in your business too. If you've kept those principles, in how you operate just as a person, that means you're also going to keep those principles in your business too. You've already had the courage to get yourself that you need to pull on to get yourself into a successful business starting right now. Right. Robbing a bank, they probably just did it wrong. But me, I'll make it. No, listen, I know we've all had those thoughts, okay? Because I watch a lot of bank robber movies, and I'd be like, see, their problem was they was trying to take too much. I just need me a cool 1 million and I'm out. Right? I don't know about y'all, but, I will never do it, but I have definitely thought through some strategies, like, and that's why we thank God. That is why we thank God. That is why we thank God, because we have all definitely sat around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and just said, it probably wouldn't be that bad. It probably wouldn't be that hard. But we thank God for not allowing us to act on those thoughts. Yes. Yes, we do. We do. Comment thank God in the chat. Amen. Comment thank God in the chat, y'all, because we thank God that we did not act on our impulses. We do. We do. We do thank God that we did not act on our impulses. We do thank God that we are here still doing the right thing, working towards the right thing. We do thank God. We do thank God. Okay? We do thank God. So that's why I need you guys to understand. You don't need more time. You don't need more qualifications. You don't need more experience. You don't need more, all the other things you keep telling yourself that you need. You don't need it. You don't need it. And a bigger dose of faith. And then you just need to start. Because I can definitely tell y'all, look at me as proof. Like I said, if y'all have time later on, scroll all the way back to the beginning of my page around June, July 2020. That's when I started. Then go to April 2021, which is when I made my first million. And I want you to see to make profit. Thank y'all so much. It's getting big, I know, huh? But it doesn't have to be perfect to make profit. God is positioning you regardless of what your circumstances look like, right? Remember, God has already given you the ingredients that you need to make this cake. All you need to do is get in the kitchen. That means all you need to do is take inventory of your blessings already, of your skills already. What do you need to do? And these are things I have to tell myself every day because I always have new ideas, things I want to launch. But I too still doubt myself. I too still say, well, I don't know if I'm ready. Maybe I should do this first. Maybe I should do that first. And that's what I was just doing right now before I started this live, until I had to tell myself, you know what, girl, why do you keep doing this? You have already shown that you can figure it out without knowing it all. So don't stop yourself now. And my pep talk to myself is why I decided to turn on this live and give y'all this pep talk. Because if it can still happen to me, and I've already been in business for a few years, I know it's happening to y'all. But I need you to understand, there are people with half your talent, half your skills, and half of your aura who have just decided to go and start. And because of that, they are further along, not because they're better than you, not because they're more qualified than you, not because of anything like that. All they have done is simply tap into their courage. This is why when we see, white people, right? When we see very successful influencers who are white, whose content is very mediocre, right? And I know we've all seen it. This is not shade, it's just truth. Shade is when you're lying, but truth is just, it's a fact. We have all seen non-melanated business owners and influencers making tons of money for mediocre content, for mediocre, just basic stuff. We have all seen it. And why? Because they just decided, oh, yeah, I'll just turn on my camera. Let me just start. And of course, we know that there are institutional factors that, sometimes lend more success to non-melanated people. We do know that. But outside of that, right, they often have the audacity and the courage to say, oh, yeah, I'm going to just make an album. Okay, I'm going to just start doing dances. 100 million followers. You see what I'm saying? So just remember that people with half your talent are going farther, not because they're better, simply because they decided to start. And I want you to comment in the chat, it's my turn. I want you to comment in the chat, it's my turn. Okay, it's your turn to tap in to that. It's your turn to tap into your courage. It's your turn to say, you know what? Instead of me continuing to doubt myself while other people are doing less and getting more, let me start doing more and getting more. It's my turn. It's your turn to put yourself at the front of the line. It's your turn to say, you know what? I'm going after this business. It's your turn to put more belief in yourself than you put doubt. It is your turn. It is your turn, because we are, almost halfway through the year, which is crazy bananas. This is when you have to realize, again, what did I say earlier? You don't need another journal. You don't need another YouTube video. You don't need another new month, new me. You don't need another first of the month. You don't need another next week. You don't need another, oh, well, after this, I'll start. No. You don't need another new quarter. You are already qualified. You are already qualified. You are already in position. It's already your turn. It's time to get to work. Okay? It's time to get to work. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make sure that y'all get to work this week, because I'm going to make my class free. Comment free in the chat if you're going to come to my free funding masterclass. Comment free in the chat. Let me go ahead and grab the link right now, because y'all know if I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to be about it. Okay? If I'm going to talk about it, I'm also going to be about it. So let me go ahead and grab this link so that y'all can come to class free, because I'm not going to let anything hold you back. So we're going to do, yes, here we go. All right, I'm grabbing the link. Now, here's the thing. You guys can come to class tonight or tomorrow night, okay? Free funding class. This is going to help you secure funding in your business. It's going to help you build your business credit. It's going to teach you how to put together your business plan. And more importantly, it is going to show you how you're going to leverage business funding to grow your own business, but as well to grow additional income streams, okay? So that's why y'all need to be in the class. So let me show you guys what you're gonna do. Hold on, let me grab the link. Cause listen, all right, YouTube, I'm dropping the link in the chat for you guys. And then Instagram, I'm gonna show you guys where you're gonna go get the link. Even if you filed bankruptcy, honey, you're gonna be able to use this class. So Instagram, it's real easy. Just go to my page and click on the link in my bio. When you do that, you're going to click where it says secure your seat to the class. So again, you can choose tonight or tomorrow's class. Secure your seat to the class, secure your seat. And YouTube, I'm about to show y'all too, but I did drop the link. So you want to go ahead and put your date. You want to go ahead and enter your information. Now, the one thing you must do that I highly recommend is to add on your prep kit. Okay, it's only $37 and you're getting the funding course, the workbook, the projections templates, and the business plan template. Okay, so I do recommend you add this on because it is going to help you be more successful in class. And in addition, you're going to be able to calculate your projections, use the business plan template, which is going to help you apply the lessons from class even more. So YouTube, I dropped the link here in your YouTube chat. So you're going to click on the link. And when you do, it'll take you right here. You're going to secure your seat. Again, you can choose tonight's class or tomorrow's class. Select your date, register. And as I mentioned, the main thing I highly recommend is to add on your bundle. It's $37 for the course, the prep kit, which you can print out and take notes, the projections formula, and the business plan template. Okay, so you'll be able to use all of these. You have the courage to do it. You already have the tools to do it. Get it done. Okay, YouTube, we're back. You have the courage, you have the tools. God is not going to set you up just to watch you fail. Get in this class and make this our day one, right? Make this class tonight or tomorrow night, whichever one you register for. Make this your opportunity to say, you know what? I may not know it all, but I do know enough to start putting myself in position. And if there's more that I need, I know where I'm going to go and get it. But I'm not going to let it stop me from making progress. We're going to be going over how you're going to get funding, even with your current credit circumstance, all of that, so that you can use that funding to grow your business, okay, and to make passive income. So we've got a few seats left. When you're on my Instagram, y'all, it's real easy. YouTube, you're just going to click the link. That'll take you here, secure your seat to class. And then, as I mentioned, once you register, go ahead and add on the prep kit. All right. That way you can get all 4 things in the bundle for $37 and you keep that. So the projections, the business plan template, all of that, you keep that. All right. I cannot wait to see you guys in class. And I just hope that what we covered today really resonates with you. I hope that something I said spoke to your spirit. I hope that you have the courage now to realize, you know what, I've probably been holding myself back for too long. Let me just start. And again, like I said, if you need a little extra courage, if you need a little extra reminder of what is possible for you, please go to my Instagram page, scroll all the way back to 2020 when I started. Like I tell y'all, I figured out my way to $1 million. I hit 1 million in April 2021. My content wasn't perfect. I was still figuring out so much in my business. But like I told you, God has already given you the ingredients you need to make that cake, to have that blessed life. Start using your ingredients. Start using your ingredients, and you too will figure your way out to 6 figures, to 7 figures. And I'm here to help you. Okay? That's why I love being a coach, because I've done it. So I am more than qualified to help you do it too. Hey, Amanda. So what I want you guys to do is secure your seat to class. And if you know that you would like to work together more closely, if you want me to have you, if you want me to write your business plan for you, write your grant proposals, and really give you that one-on-one strategy, DM me the word mentor. Send me a direct message. Because that is something I do with my mentees. I write your business plan, do a custom funding strategy for you, really just help you get super clear on your business. So DM me the word mentor, and I would be so happy to serve you in that way. All right. Love y'all. I'll see you in class, and DM me the word mentor if you want to work together more closely. Bye. All right, YouTube. C-Dub, you know where to find me. Send me an email, send me a DM, and let's talk about what you need. But always a pleasure. I'll see you guys in class. Make sure you click on the link I dropped in the chat, secure your seat, and let's get this money. Bye.